Hello and welcome back. This is Nom Nom, and we are once again in Oxygen Not Included. This is the Aridio Mk III base on the Aridio asteroid. We're going to try and do things right this time. I believe, my opinion, that we're off to a much better start, even though it's only cycle 6, strictly because, look at that, we have water right away, we have another vent right here, and off to the right, we have another vent right here. Now we have no idea what these vents or geysers are, and we won't know until we get the ability to dig through super duper hard materials. But I'm excited. The last time we tried the Aridio asteroid, we had some really bad vents, and they were not very close to the base. So I'm hoping this time we can have a little bit better of a start. Also, of course, gas management is going to be critical, so we'll make sure to keep an eye on that. Looks like we have skills available for the first time. Everybody's skilled up. All right, so the things I need is super duper hard digging and ranching. And I think Nails, yeah, Nails loves to ranch and farm. So we're gonna go ahead and have Nails be my key rancher. And Nicola's gonna be research. So that means Gossman, you're digging. So that is regular digging, which I think just gets you +2 to digging. Super hard digging will get me through abyssal. I don't think I can get through granite now, but I'm just going to do a quick test. Oh, that's it. Okay. So that first hard digging lets you dig through granite, which will let us outside of this starting biome. I'm just going to go ahead and zoom out here. Starting biome, it's pretty big. Dips down here. I think we can see the extent of it now. It dips down to here and over here, and we still haven't seen the top of it yet, so we'll have to go explore that. Maybe we'll find access to another vent. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to dig this ladder up here. We'll just go ahead and punch through the ceiling there. Looks like I might have to jog to the side because I don't want to dig up that arbor tree. And so then I'll have to do something like that. Looks good. It looks like we have an arbor tree planted here by one of our pips. That's a perfect place for it. It's going to give us some nice decor buff there. It's really close to the base for our dupes to be able to auto harvest that once it grows up to maturity. And I think that was the only arbor acorn that we had. So unless we want to relocate some of these other trees, we're going to be done planting arbor acorns for a while. I am going to go ahead and set this one, and we'll do this one to auto harvest, hoping that we get some additional acorns. That one's not too far away either. I'll go ahead and do that one as well. We do have a ding on the printing pod. We'll go ahead and see what our options are here. All right, hatches. I think it's going to be hatches right now. Farming or ranching is going to be a thing. I'm trying to get away without doing much farming just because the base is so hot. Already the entire base is over 30 degrees, so I would need to cool stuff down with either a thermal regulator or an aqua tuner, and obviously we're not there on the research front. We don't even have an advanced research station yet, so let's go ahead and see what we do have on research. Basic farming and meal preparation, that is it. So I am going to go ahead and let's see here. Do I go for supercomputer or do I go for, I think I'm going to just go for sanitation real quick so we can get some plumbing in, and then we'll go for distillation so we can get that water sieve up and have our perpetual bathroom situation going and actually start creating some water. Okay, still trying to leave as much of this natural dirt as possible. I know that they run a little faster on the tile, but with the dirt, I always have the ability to throw down some arbor trees. And I'm not sure if aluminum does anything to decor or not. I don't think it does. I think it would say there. Yeah, decor +5 radius. So not really a big deal. They're a little slower on that aluminum, but that's fine. All right, I am going to want to dig down. Plastic is going to be important if I want to get a steam engine and a steam turbine, I'm sorry, and a steam turbine is going to be critical in deleting heat from this base. But I don't want to make the mistake that I always make, which is I don't account for the atmosuit dock, and I just do this ladder that's just this chute straight down. So I'm going to take like 5 tile step over to the side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and continue down. Yeah, that looks good. I think I did lower the priority on this, so I'll go ahead and put that back to normal 5 priority. So they'll actually dig down there. And that will allow me to lose some of this oxygen too, or some of this carbon dioxide too, down into the lower portion of the base. I am going to dig through here just because I want to be able to get to these hexalant when it comes time for me to run out of food. I did get some nutrient bars last time from the printing pod. Or no, those are the ones I started with. I dug up some hexalant fruits. Okay. Yeah, I've only had printing pod go off twice, and honestly, I don't remember what I've taken from the printing pod last time. I took a little bit of time off. I was still recovering from being sick. I'm doing a lot better now, thankfully. My voice is feeling more normal. I'm getting back into things. Okay, this looks like we've hit the top, so this is good. We've got some oxalite up here under pressure, so it will slowly outgas. I'll go ahead and do this, which will let gas flow between those 2 locations. And I want to dig this tree out here, so, and this one here out too, just so they can maximize their growth, and we'll also uproot that hexalant. Just want to make sure these trees get an opportunity to branch out in every direction that they are capable of branching out in. All right, I cannot dig obsidian, as mentioned, until I get into super duper hard digging, which is going to be probably another 20, 30 cycles, probably more like 30 cycles. Nicola, did I not? I thought I gave you something. There you go, have something. Okay. Research away. What are we working on now? Plumbing. Almost done with plumbing. Yeah, that'll go quick. Now, in order to get the water sieve, I am going to need advanced research. So, I guess as soon as sanitation's done, I'll jump into advanced research. And as soon as advanced research is done, we'll go for the water sieve. While we're researching the water sieve, or I guess while we're building the water sieve, I'm going to want to go up here and research power regulation and probably internal combustion as well, just so that my dupes are not constantly running on the hamster wheel. Okay, we dug this room out here. I think this is going to be our mess hall or our great hall. Go ahead and do something there with some symmetry. That gives us 6 dupes, and what have we got for furniture? All right, so eventually I want to put some recreation item here so that this turns into a great hall instead of just a mess hall. Yeah. Okay, they're on their way down here. They're making some good progress on this ladder, and it looks like we've uncovered another vent. We have a chlorine gas vent over here. Chlorine historically has not been very useful, but with the advent of the dash of salt vines, it's very possible that chlorine is something that I can use, generate some salt, and improve the dupe's diet. They do need, in order to use the salt, I think I need the gas grill, so we're hopefully going to find a natural gas vent somewhere through all of this. And over here, even more, over here it looks like we have another water geyser. So we're definitely not hurting for water. Now, if we can just get some power, we'll be in business. We get some power, we can really start to cool some stuff down. Okay, we completed some research there. So now that we've got sanitation done, we're going to go for advanced research. And some more research done. We're well on our way to supercomputer. And we have a printing pod dinging and Nicola taking a nap. He must be narcoleptic. Choosing a blueprint here. I can take half a ton of algae. Let's see here. Do I have any algae? I don't think I do. I have some access to algae. Yeah, I have some access to algae, and each one of these is 100K after it gets dug up. So 500K is a big deal. Other options would be some dupes, but since we don't have ranching going yet, I'm not going to sacrifice the food. After we get ranching up, I want to cut up to 10 dupes pretty quick. Trying to figure out where I'm going to put this supercomputer when it's ready. Looking at my power grid here. I might just put it right here in front of the bathroom for now. Wouldn't mind having an arbor tree there eventually, so I'm not going to dig that up, but I'll go ahead and just run the power straight over. We're setting up this area below the bathroom here. This is going to be a ranch. I am going to tile in the bathroom as I'm going to want to run some plumbing in here, and it's probably going to end up going through the floor. I'm going to tile up this bedroom. I'm not going to be growing any trees in there anytime soon or ever. We'll go ahead and dig the rest of that out. We do have some polluted dirt here. I could go ahead and make a composter. I don't have any pinch row yet, so there's nothing to feed that to. Just go ahead and do that for now. All right, sounds like we can build ourselves a supercomputer. Let's take a look at stations, supercomputer, and we'll put that right there connected to the power that we laid out. And we'll go ahead and jump into our next research, which is going to be distillation. I've changed my mind. I'm not going to build that there. I've decided that I'm going to build the supercomputer on the other side. And the reasoning for that is supercomputer requires water, and there'll be less running, shuttling back and forth to deliver the water. My wild pips here have generously attempted to plant a ton of mealwood, but of course none of it grows because it's just so incredibly hot over here. I'm at 50,000 kcals. I think my dupes should be eating 3,000 kcals a day on average. Let's go ahead and take a look at reports. Looks about right. So this should set me up for about 20 turns, and I've still got 20 cycles, and I've still got some hexalent to dig up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 5 hexalent all day. So I think we'll make it till we get ranching. The question is, will we manage to get food out of that ranch quick enough? All right, we have the farm tile, but I honestly just don't think I want to do anything with it. If I have a briar bluff seed, I would plant it. But I don't see any briar bluff seeds. Maybe I'll find one in some of these buried spots, but I'm not sure about that. All right, I'm gonna dig this out, dig it to there. Again, leaving the bottom dirt. Same thing that I'm doing up here. I'm gonna try and dig over here to the right so I can go see what kind of geyser it is. I shouldn't be able to uncover it because there's too much obsidian on it, but I should at least be able to find out what it is. And I'd also like to do the same thing over here. I believe the maximum size for a stable is 96, and this prepped room here is at 60. So I'm going to go ahead and dig this out a few more spaces. I should have the digging skill to do that. Go ahead and cover that up. I'm going to put a priority 6 on it, just so they make sure to build that tile up and not let my pip get out of the room. I don't want this to be a pip and a hatch ranch at the same time, ultimately. But for now, I'm content that they're both in that room. I am going to put a storage bin down here and drop off these eggs. So when they hatch, they're going to be already in what is going to be my ranch. That's 68, so it's going to be plus 8 more, 76, so I could still go bigger. Like 3 or 4 more I can go still. But it is really warm over there. It actually cools down again. All right, we'll go ahead and do it. Now, I do need somewhere to put my water sieve for my perpetual bathroom. I might as well go ahead and just dig into this cool steam vent area already. So I will probably do that. I'll just get ready to do that here. You have to take this door off and lower it a little bit. Maybe I'll just take that door off and move it in one. There we go. Yeah, with only 3 dupes right now, it's hard for them to get all these tasks done, so it's taking a while. But their skills coming up, and they're not starving, so that's all good. I haven't taken a look at priorities yet for my dupes. I definitely want to prioritize farming and ranching for Nails and researching for Nicola. It looks like digging for Gossman. We had some printing pod action go off. Go ahead and take a look at what my options are. Ho ho! Tough choice. Algae, hatchlings, oxygen, food. Oxygen, food. Oh, hell. I think I'm going to go for oxygen because I already have 1 hatch in there. I have 3 eggs, and the room can only support like 5 or 6 hatches anyways. Ooh, I could turn those into omelets, though. Oh, boy. Hatchlings. All right. So the only option I have for oxygen right now, and oxygen is getting pretty low. We're on cycle 12. The only option I have for oxygen right now is oxygen diffuser or algae terrarium. And I'm going to go ahead and go with the terrarium for now. I may need to throw down 2 of them. They just use a lot less oxygen. They're more efficient. I'm sorry, a lot less algae, 30 grams a second instead of 550 grams a second, and requiring power. These do put out 500 oxygen a second, and these only 40 a second, but they're twice as efficient, even though you need more of them. They use water and turn it into polluted water, but you can at least recycle that polluted water into something else. So, and polluted water gives off polluted oxygen, which in a perverse sense is still oxygen. All right, they're just about done with all the construction tasks that I have, so I'm just going to let them finish that stuff up. A normal dupe consumes oxygen at a rate of 100 grams a second. Nails here has got diver's lungs, so that's 275 grams a second. If we take a look at what I'm creating right now, I've got 30 grams a second here from the algae terrarium. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I guess really only 6 that are actively creating oxygen. So that's 48 grams a second. So I'm at 78 grams a second. So clearly I don't have a sustainable oxygen situation going on here. This oxalate is gassing out, which is giving me some more oxygen. It's really the only reason my dupes are alive right now from an oxygen perspective. So I could throw up like 6 more algae terrariums, or I can create some other way to get oxygen, which is what I think I need to do. Down here we've got salt and rust, so I'm going to go ahead and queue up this dig. Let's go ahead and get some salt and some rust. Of course, in order to do that, I'm going to have to do some additional research. We're almost there on distillation, but I'll need to go to air systems next to get the rust deoxidizer. I was going to go for the coal generator, but let's generate oxygen before power. They can always run on the wheel. Another option also is that if I plant an oxyfern in a planter and feed it water and dirt, I can get it to quadruple its oxygen production. So it would be producing, what, 32 grams a second, which is actually a little more efficient than an algae terrarium, but you don't get back any polluted water like you do with the algae terrarium. However, you also don't need to feed it algae. Okay, research is done. I'm going to go ahead and kick over to air systems. And now we can work on getting a plumbed bathroom. I still need to pick out a spot for the water sieve. I think I'm just going to put it I'll just put it right there. Of course, we'll have to dig to it. Go ahead and throw up a door here. And I'm also wanting to get some thermally insulated tiles pretty soon, just so that I can keep the heat of some of these areas out of the base. The insulated tile is in right here. Temperature modulation. I have none of that, but I'm going to need pressure management and ventilation pretty soon. I went ahead and queued up this build task over here. See if we can find out what kind of geyser that is. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm not sure I'll be able to find out what that type is. And we really haven't uncovered this water vent. I'm sure it's a cool steam vent, but I'm not actually sure it's generating steam until we get it fully rendered on the map. So I probably want to get that rendered on the map sooner or later. Sooner than later. However, I'm not sure where I want to dig through here. Let's see. 3 and 3, that's fine. Here I'm going to want to go down 1, 2, 3. Probably the same as on the other side. So do these in series of 4. So I'll go ahead and dig out this to get to this algae and try to not get the slime. How are we doing over here? Yeah, try to avoid the slime. By try, I mean I will avoid the slime. All right, looks good. I did hear the printing pod. Let's see what we've got. Our options: muckroot, 4,800 calories. That's like a cycle and a half. We're taking it. All right, this thing can take our critter eggs now. Let's go ahead and take our hatchling eggs. Do I really have a Dreco egg? I must have at some point had or seen a Dreco egg. Yeah, there's one. Dreclet egg. I don't have it. I don't have access to it. But it's on the map. All right, electrolyzer and rust deoxidizer found, and achievement. We have outdoor renovations. We constructed a building outside the initial starting biome. By building, I think it means ladder, but that is what it is. We did build that. Okay, now I need to, until I have super hard digging, I need to build a ladder there. We got to work around that abyssalite. Hurry up and get some rust. Meanwhile, I can build the deoxidizer itself, which I don't know where the power plug's in. That gets it either way. Yeah, okay. We don't need the whole wire. Does the wire damage the core? It does. -5 radius. I don't know if it damages the core if it's inside a tile or not. Wire. It does not. So the tile still hides it. That's good. All right. We're going to put this on priority 6 also. We want those hatching eggs over there. They are only 18% incubated, but let's get them over there before we forget about them. Okay, we'll have oxygen soon. On the downside, it'll be warm oxygen, but we will have oxygen soon. We do have a couple of meal lice that are really trying to grow. I'm going to go ahead and set those to auto harvest. Just a couple. But hey, meal lice is food. I'll take it all. I'll take them both. Temperature there is 30 degrees. Well, it's not going to be 30 degrees for long, because as soon as this thing starts running, it's going to be toasty. Did I not clear that? All right. And priority 6. Let's start making water, boys and girls. I'm going to need somewhere to put that water. I'll just create a new water basin over here for now. I don't have the technology for the water reservoir. This is going to have to do for now. We'll just do this, and then we'll start to queue up this plumbing here. So this is the out. The out is going to go into the bathroom fixtures, and of course out of the bathroom fixtures into the in. We're going to put a bridge here and let the overflow go down into the reservoir that we just built, or our building, with a liquid vent right there. And I'm going to pop that up one so the water doesn't flow out. I want to set this with some tile, and we'll set that with some urgency because I don't want that pip to get out again, as per before. I don't know where that hatch is hiding. There was a hatch in here, and he's probably burrowed somewhere. There, he's right there. So he's going to fall out. That's not what I wanted, but okay. I'll just have to wrangle him once I finally get the skills for that. And speaking of skills, looks like we've got some duplicate skills. Nicola, keep researching. Good work. Nails, you can ranch. Gossman, you can super hard dig. Abyssalite mining, should be able to get through this tile now. Yep, excellent. And set the priority of our rusty oxidizer to 6. We're going to need some water for our bathrooms, so we're going to go ahead and go through here, and our research is done, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at what's most important to us right now. I can handle without having power right now, so I can take a moment and not take internal combustion. I do need to get into ranching ASAP, and I also need temperature modulation. I'm going to start out with ranching because food will kill me faster than heat. What's the overheat temperature on one of these things? 75, 75. So neither one of these metals is going to be great in the long term for this hot water. And I don't think I have access to gold amalgam yet. But it looks like, do I have a slime biome somewhere? It looks like I have one over here, and there's some gold amalgam. I really want that pump over here though. I think I'm just going to build it and then I'll rebuild it later after it breaks, because it's not made of gold amalgam. All right, this is temporary. And we'll do that. So this can now come all the way across to here. And it should be, you know, I don't remember which side it plumbs into. So we're going to wait on that. And this thing's going to need power. Come over, I can go to the tile and up. All right, let's get this done. Okay, it looks like we had the printing pod go off again. See what we got. And brine, which is good for making liquid airlocks. And omelets, which is good for keeping them alive until they can ranch. Omelets it is. And we're moving right along on this construction tasks. Let's get this stuff done. I love how he was learning something and has like this light bulb over his head. Woohoo! I learned! Alright, that gets me ranching, and next I'm going to go right into power. Then we're going to go into temperature modulation, and then probably carbon skimmer. I've changed my mind. I'm going straight for decontamination. I have a lot of polluted oxygen down here thanks to this algae terrarium. Okay, we can start our ranch. I'm going to throw a grooming station down here, a critter drop off, and a critter feeder. Also going to throw down an electric grill, which I can't throw down there for some reason because there's a ruddy mirth leaf in the way. Uproot that. And I can put a water cooler over here. Let's see. You know, I'll wait to put it over there because they'll start using water, and this can't be a great haul until I have decor items, and I have not learned the research for decor items. Okay, that wrapped up that research item for ventilation onto pressure management. The beginnings of the ranch are taking shape. I'm ready for my first pip. I've set my critter drop off for pips. See if I can't wrangle a pip. I read on a forum somewhere that every map has at least one hatch. So I think this is the one I started with, and then I've got all these eggs from the printing pod. I'm going to set the priority on this to 6 just so they actually remember to come get this guy. And I'm not sure why. Oh, the egg I got in there from the. Alright, we're going to bump the priority up on that floor tile. Otherwise, that pip won't be in there for long, and we'll wrangle this guy as well. I'll go ahead and dig through this iron and get to the sand here. That should be enough for now, and I'll P6 this. That'll be good. Yeah, they're almost done with this, but without sand in that water sieve, it's not going to do me any good at all. And obviously without this water pump, it's not going to do me any good, but yeah. I only have 3 dupes. There's only so much they can do. I have 31K cows of food, thanks to some lucky printing pod allotments. And I do have that manual airlock now, so I can put that door up. Printing pod, ding. Ooh. Larva egg. Taking it. Everything but power set up over here. Deodorizer. Throw one of those down there. There. And we'll do one there. We'll also do one over here. Got pretty bad with the polluted oxygen. I will also need this sand for that purpose. Also, I can disable this pump now. Just noticed I had a trapped pip. Okay, I've decided to put a second ranch below my first ranch and split up my pips and my hatchlings. So I'm going to put the hatches actually below here. I've also decided that I want my hatches in a ranch where they can't bury themselves. So I am going to go ahead and tile that off. If they can bury themselves, then it's harder to tame them. I need to tame them at night when they come out from their buried state. We'll go ahead and do this. I need a critter drop off and a feeder. Also need to door that in. We'll do that so I can do an air tile here. We're also going to add a couple of air tiles here, 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 and here, and go ahead and destroy this tile. I'm also going to dig this here for airflow. And actually, I think I'm going to do an airflow tile here as well. All right, the deodorizers are doing their thing. They're helping quite a bit. As you can see, there's a lot of polluted oxygen. This green, but they're really helping clean it up. They've got looks like 2 of them built, 3 of them built already. Got 1 more to build over here. They are done researching, so we should have that insulated. No, we have decontamination. So now we're going to go for insulated tile. I did get the manual airlock. We'll go ahead and build that. And since I have insulated tile under research right now, when we get that, we're going to wall off this area over here and protect our base from this insane amount of heat. It's just going to get hotter and hotter over here. We did have this dig task set up over here, and it looks like unreachable. I'll grab that coal while I'm in here. Why not? Got to dig up a little bit to dig down, it looks like. And I can't dig obsidian yet, but let's take a look at skills. Nicola, we're going to go for improved carrying just to help with the sweeping issues, and that means Gossman is really close. Yeah, so maybe another 5 turns. All right, we did have a printing pod ding out here. Coal, we're going to take the coal. We haven't researched internal combustion yet, but that coal will come in handy when we do. All right, get that door up. That'll help. I mean, that door is going to translate heat pretty well, that aluminum door, but at least it'll keep the air exchange to a minimum, I hope. And I can't get to this. I guess I could try coming up and down, but I'm just going to wait. We're going to be close. All right, saltwater geyser. What is this going to do? This is going to put out salt water, a ton of salt water at 95 degrees. 9. Please stop that from happening. Yeah, apparently opening it up there actually uncaps it. I thought it would be enough boxed in still that it wouldn't spit out salt water, but it clearly is spitting out salt water. That is just a tremendous amount of water. This base has got so much water, honestly not sure what to do with it all. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find something. I'll be able to grow all of the plants if I can cool the water. All right, let's get this done, please. So I can bring some hatches in here. So the issue that I'm having right now is that my pips are cramped because there's so many eggs in here. their metabolism, reproduction rate is slowed by 100% because they think there's going to be too many critters in here when these eggs hatch. They're not wrong. There will be too many critters in there. All right, and then let's do the bathroom real quick. It's at the end of the cycle, so we'll do this one and this one, and then we'll do the other two next cycle. If I look at plumbing on the lavatory, in is on the left, out is on the right. So I want to go up, and here I want to come out like that. Looks good. Six, not 9. Yeah, we set that to 5. All right, let's get her done. All right, I forgot that Gossman's priority in his skills is set to digging, so that's more important to him, even though these other things are set to 6. And Nails is ranching, and Nicola's taking a nap. I need some dupes without priority overrides, or I just need more dupes to complete all the pending tasks that I have. All right, so plumbing, I can throw a lavatory down, and medicine, I can throw down a sink. Should be good. Research done. All right, that got us temperature modulation. Now we're going to go into internal combustion. I think that's right. Yep, internal combustion. All right, as soon as we get this critter drop-off built. All right, this guy here, we're going to say critter eggs, hatchling eggs, priority 6. And this guy, this guy right here, we're going to wrangle him. And we're going to change this one so we don't have any hatches up here. And this one's going to be hatches and hatchlings. We'll also set that to priority 6 so they bring it down here right away. We just want to make sure we finish this wall before I have a hatch that decides to go take a drink. All right, they're all sharing the one toilet right now because they have decided to not work on these tasks. Okay. And we need to wrangle him again. We already have 8,000 lumber. It's a huge amount of lumber. In order to take advantage of that, I need to get into probably improve plumbing to insulate the pipes because the ethanol comes out at like 75 degrees. Liquid reservoir, somewhere to store it. We would also need to get into petroleum generator in order to use it. And advanced power regulation in order to be able to use the power coming out of that petroleum generator. So we'll get there. I think that's going to be our main power source here and our main method of cooling off the water. But we're going to have to sequester a ton of carbon dioxide in order for that to happen. These guys here, we're going to go ahead and give them, I think, sandstone. I have 7 tons of that. They don't eat the other types of rock that I have. Yeah, we'll give them sandstone. I don't think I need it for anything. And pips don't need to be fed as long as they have a tree, and there's a tree there. All right, guys, finish this bathroom, move those eggs, and then we're going to wrap it up. Hurry up before that hatch decides to bury himself. Good work. Hatch can't cross that even though the dupes can with the ladder, so. How big is this one? 92. That's fine. Oh, they're both 92? That works. Oh, because this space down here counts. Even though the pips can't really, or the hatches can't really use it. All right, I got to wrangle that guy. Did one of those eggs hatch? Oh, those first 3 eggs hatched. That's what's happening. That's fine with me. There he is. All right, we got one plumbed lavatory. Let's go ahead and destroy the other one. There's our first dirty water getting sieved out and sent right back into the bathroom. Awesome. Printing pad went off again. We will take the Joya seeds, I guess. We are down to 1,000 kilocalories of hexalent fruit. I think it's time to dig up another hexalent. We'll go ahead and take this guy right here. That one hexalent gives us about 6,000 kcals. And I did dig this up once. I'm going to dig up again. I think it was a mirth leaf last time, and now it's a mealwood. But we want to get this grill down. All right. Just build these 3 things, and then we'll call it. All right, food is running short, but I'm ranching pips. These guys will be popping out eggs pretty soon. Their first couple of eggs I probably shouldn't eat because they're nearing the end of their life. In fact, I'll be lucky to get an egg out of that guy. But the second round of eggs, I think I'm going to end up eating. I might end up eating these 3 hatchling eggs. Oh, they laid an egg. They actually laid an egg. All right. Not sure I want a stone hatchling. Maybe I do. We'll figure it out. I might end up eating these 3 eggs just because I've already got quite a few hatches there and I don't have a lot of food. So for food, I think I also want to throw down an old egg cracker here. Good place for the egg cracker. We'll just throw it up here for now. Doesn't require power or anything. All right, our bathrooms are plumbed. We've got enough water. It's just going to keep growing. The amount of water that we have will keep adding to this pool that we've got down here. I did notice that I'm going to flood this. I'm going to end up losing a lot of water down there, so I'm not going to dig out that tile. In fact, I will just preemptively put a tile there. Eventually, because that's the low priority stuff down there. All right, well, that's going to be it for now at the end of cycle 28. That's all for today for Aridio Mark III. I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you've enjoyed this video or my channel in general, please consider liking, subscribing, telling your friends. All right, guys, until next time, this is Nom Nom signing out.